Next bill, Senate Bill 675, Senator Marsden.
Madam Chair, this also relates to casino gaming. Senate Bill 675, Senator Marsden. It adds Fairfax County and Petersburg to the list of host localities eligible to host a casino while removing Richmond City. And it also sets out the site parameters and requirements for the Fairfax Casino.
Senator Marsden, would you like to add more to that explanation?
Madam Chair, that is the bill, but the potential benefits to the Commonwealth of Virginia and the county of Fairfax are just enormous here. That and would help with school construction funding and local needs that, as you know, Madam Chair, because of the pandemic, which really hit us hard, Fairfax County is losing a lot of commercial real estate income, and the decline in metro ridership has added greatly to the burden there, and this will help with that. It will help with the state, and I think it's time to send this to the local government for them to make their own analytics, make their own decisions about this, the pros, the cons, and decide whether they want to have a referendum to the citizens. So there's plenty of local control here. My job in a Dillon Rule state is to give my county options to deal with some revenue problems that may be coming up in the present as well as the future. And so that's what the bill does, Madam Chair.
You all have heard from staff and you've heard from the patron. Or any response from members of the committee?
Yes, Madam Chair, before we allowed one for allowed Petersburg, we went through a JLARC process to add to the original list. I wonder if there's ever been any JLARC study or there's anything out there to suggest how much we can benefit from.
Madam Chair, if I might,
Senator Marsden.
The original revenue shortfall was early on when MGM was operating over in Prince George's County in Maryland, and currently 30% of their revenue was coming from the county, was coming from Virginia, and it's $150 million we're losing every year to Prince George's County. The revenue that has been projected in the 70-30 split, which I believe is how that takes place, Madam Chair, is that for Fairfax County, $94 million, for the Commonwealth of Virginia, I think over $300 million. Someone could correct me if I'm wrong there, but this project also includes a conference center, a hotel, and with the attraction of the casino, it'll be added traffic at Dulles Airport. That will hopefully reduce enplanement costs, be more competitive with BWI and Reagan, which are outside of Reagan is in outside of Fairfax County. BWI is in the Baltimore area. We either compete or die, and the gauntlet has been laid down. Maryland has a number of these these facilities, and all this is giving local government in Fairfax County the option to look at this, but the benefits to the state and the county are enormous.
Senator Marsden, they call me the casino queen, but I have other members of this body who have other opinions, so I have in queue Senator McDougal, then Senator Locke. Senator McDougal? Accidental. Senator Locke? I wasn't accidental. She wasn't accidental. Senator Locke?
Madam Chair, and to Senator Marsden, has the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors weighed in on this at all?
I have been in contact with them occasionally since the beginning of this process, and in their recent meeting, they've sent a letter forward expressing their concerns about the process, but did not take a position against this bill. This, returns it for their decision-making process, and I think that speaks volumes. The fact that they did not step forward and oppose the legislation. They were concerned about the process, but at this point in time, I think that, as you know, Senator Locke, having been in local government, this is a very contentious issue, but it's one that needs to be made in the county of Fairfax, and I think we need them to give them the opportunity to do this because I think it's in everyone's benefit.
Senator Marsden, I see that there are members from the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors here, and we already heard some testimony, but I will entertain some brief testimony from you this afternoon. There are folks behind you.
Madam Chairman, I'm actually Claudia Arco. I'm Fairfax County Legislative Staff, but I just wanted to let you know that you all have letters from the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors Chairman sort of outlining the discussion that the board had. So I just wanted to make sure that you saw that.
And Madam Chair, I'm Walter Alcorn. I represent the Hunter Mill District on the Fairfax County Board of Supervisors. My district has about 1/3 of the land area that would be authorized for this casino, and I am a strong no. And I'd be happy to put in the record my letter expressing my concerns and also a map showing my district and also which areas would be authorized under this legislation.
I'm sorry, mic was off. Thank you for your presentation. Would there be others who would like to speak in favor or in opposition to the bill? Come forward and give your name, please.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Linda Colbert. I'm the mayor of the town of Vienna. And I will say the town of Vienna is strongly opposed to any casino, even the proposal of a casino in Tysons. We feel like we have been a part of the Tysons plan, the comp plan, the strategic plan for many, many, many years, going back to the mayor before me, the mayor before that. And in no way was a casino ever mentioned, ever part of that plan. Vienna residents are just really, really strongly against this. I have not heard from one resident actually that is for it. Would you, I can list many reasons if you'd like. I don't know how long I have to speak.
Thank you for your presentation.
Okay, thank you.
Are there others in the audience who would like to speak on this bill? Please come forward.
Thank you for giving me the chance to speak. I'm Naila Alam, council member for the town of Herndon, and we are also opposing the coming of the casino there, and I just wanted to share this with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Marsden?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would also just add, if I could, that this has the heavy support of labor in Northern Virginia because of the, I've heard estimates from 3,200 to 4,200 jobs and memorandums of understanding to provide not only jobs in the construction part of this, but also in the operations. This is good for Northern Virginia.
Senator Marsden, there's someone over your right shoulder. Ma'am, come forward.
Thank you, Madam Chairman, members of the subcommittee. My name is Virginia Diamond. I'm the president of the Northern Virginia Labor Federation, AFL-CIO. We strongly support this bill for the great jobs that it's going to create for members of our community. Thank you.
Thank you. Senator Marsden, want to wrap it up? Unless there are other questions or statements by members of the committee?
Thank you, Madam Chair. We've lost 10 points on our LCI score in Fairfax County. What that means is, in a county that has 1 out of every 7 students in the Commonwealth of Virginia, when we take 10% more from the state pie that's been created after dealing with all the local composite index decisions and calculations, that's significant. I don't want us to become more of a taker. I want us to be more of a giver to the rest of the state. And we need, because of the pandemic, it smacked us in the mouth. On Metro, on commercial real estate, we need to rebuild, retool, rethink, compete, and make sure that that Fairfax remains a vibrant part of the state's economy and can help the rest of the Commonwealth of Virginia move forward and fund the things that are so important to us: public safety, schools, you name it. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Marsden. I want to ask Senator Locke a question because I really would like to see us keep this bill alive. Senator Locke, you asked a question about a study. Did you say something about a study?
I asked about whether the jaguar was taking musicals.
Okay, Senator Creed, you asked a question.
My only concern was that the one time we had an expansion idea proposed before beyond the original 5 was with Petersburg, and we required JLARC to take a look at it and basically compare Petersburg to Richmond, and they came back and said we could do both, but it was clear that we would do better if we only had one. But that was back when there was a previous senator who represented that area when we had that bill. Before we allowed the second referenda, I think that's what we required.
Madam Chair, Senator Deeds, I believe that the JLARC study, though, did examine Fairfax County and talk about the revenue potential at that point in time based on numbers. From my understanding is based on numbers that MGM was producing. Those numbers have gone way up. That's the second most, or the most successful, profitable casino outside of Las Vegas. But JLARC had run some numbers on it, but I don't think it was part of that I remember of determining whether it would be one of the sites. But they did.
Madam Chair, I guess I would ask April, is there a JLARC report out there that has any in-depth analysis of Fairfax site?
Well, Tyler?
Madam Chair, Senator Deeds, I believe in 2019, JLARC did study the 5 casinos proposed at the time in the bill, as well as the Northern Virginia casino as an option, but that's...
I was going to say, Madam Chair, Senator Deeds, I think, though, we would be happy as a subcommittee to take a further look if you wanted updated projections and discuss it with JLARC.
I would like to have some updated projections because I want to try to keep this bill alive. But Senator McDougal, I see you have something in queue.
Madam Chairman, that's what I was going to suggest, that this subcommittee might be a good vehicle to look at it if you wanted to look at it.
I do.
Madam Chairman.
Senator McDougal.
Madam Chairman, then if we want to still look at it, I think the best way to do that would be to carry it over for the year for the committee to keep it in its breast, to continue to have the conversations, and we can look at the data from JLARC, and then, Madam Chairman, you would be able to bring it back up at some point.
Senator Deeds.
I'll second that.
Okay. Senator Marsden, there's a motion and a second that the bill be carried over. And so this is going to be a voice vote. All in favor, please say aye. Aye.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Senator Marsden. Next bill is Senator Reeves, and that's Senate Bill 345, and I want staff. Okay,
We rolled that one. Sorry.
I know, I got discombobulated because of this last bill. I'm sorry. So now we're going to go to Senator Bagby, and that's Senate Bill